Have you ever wondered why certain patterns in your life, like relationship struggles, financial blocks, or unexplained physical pain, keep repeating no matter what you try? Today, I'm going to reveal how these patterns might be connected to your past life karma and ancestral imprints stored in your DNA, and how Tachyon energy can help release them. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in the same emotional patterns, relationship struggles, or financial blocks no matter what you try? What if I told you these recurring cycles aren't just from your current life experiences, but could be coming from past life karma or ancestral imprints stored deeply in your DNA? So what exactly is Tachyon energy and how does it work with these multidimensional patterns? Tachyon energy is a non-frequency-based energy that exists in a zero-point field, working at the quantum level beyond time and space. This means that it can penetrate and work at multi-dimensions of our being. I've spent years working with this technology, witnessing how it helps people heal not only from current lifetime emotional wounds and traumas, but also the aspects carried forward from past lives, the karmic imprints, ancestral traumas, and negative belief systems stored in our energy field and physical body at the DNA level. Before we dive deeper, let me share something important about how we need to pay attention to past life karma and ancestral imprints. You see, anything that happened in our past lives become deeply, deeply ingrained in our body. Whether it's physical trauma or emotional wounds, these experiences create heavy emotional charges that affect all different aspects of our being. These traumas create intense emotions, typically fear, that creates blockages in our life. And these heavily charged emotions create certain beliefs that program our subconscious. So let's explore how past life karma and ancestral imprints are affecting us, and how Tachyon energy can help heal these patterns. So one of the most profound ways past life karma manifests is through recurring emotional patterns. These can show up as chronic fear, deep-seated guilt, like emotion of guilt, especially from religious or societal control system, and abandonment issue or profound grief. Let me explain how this works. When you experience trauma, especially in past life, your subconscious creates protective vows or decisions to avoid similar pain. So these vows get stored in our Akashic field and become deeply ingrained in our body. Every time you try to move against these old vows, your body actually rejects it. So for example, if you experienced persecution in a past life for speaking up your truth, you might have made a soul-level vow never to speak up again. In your current life, this could manifest as an unexplainable fear of speaking up, sharing your opinions, and expressing fully your authentic self, even though you've never had a traumatic experience around speaking in this lifetime. One of the most fascinating and sometimes surprising aspects of past life trauma is how we show up in a physical body. It's not just emotions or memories that carry over. Our bodies actually remember what we have been through, even if our conscious minds don't. So many people experience chronic pain, tension, or illness that seems to have no clear medical explanation. Maybe you've had an ongoing issue in a specific part of your body that never quite heals, no matter what you try. It keeps coming back. And often, these patterns are energetic imprints, unresolved trauma from previous incarnations that have carried forward into this lifetime. So for example, persistent throat issue can sometimes be linked to past life persecution, times when someone was silenced, punished, even executed for speaking their truth. Pain in the wrist, ankles, or any other extremities might be echoes of old wounds, restraints, or physical trauma that hasn't yet been fully released. So these physical symptoms aren't random, they're messages. The body holds on to these memories until they're acknowledged, and once we address them, not just on a physical level, but on an energetic level, that's when true relief and transformation can happen. All emotional wounds and traumas get passed down through generations after generations, and they create certain beliefs, and they're stored in your subconscious belief system and shaping your reality in this current lifetime. These belief systems include any negative belief system that are outdated completely and don't serve you any longer. But they just don't get updated automatically. These negative belief systems can include limiting beliefs about abundance in general, whether it's financial abundance or your love, life, and success, and anything in general in your life, or specific beliefs around money, recurring looping patterns within your lineage about relationship or a family dynamic. These patterns become chronic blockages that can affect any aspect of your life. It can affect your relationship dynamics. You might always end up abandoned or betrayed. You might have financial blockages. It might be very hard for you to make money or hold on to money. You might have blockages to activate your psychic ability, and so on. One of the most significant impacts of past life karma is the fear of stepping into your highest power. This often happens because in past life, standing in your power led to prosecution, and traumatic experiences created this soul fragmentation and fear of repeating painful past experiences. You just want to avoid experiencing this same fear or struggle or pain. For example, many healers were persecuted in past lives, creating tremendous fear around using their gifts, like a psychic ability. This creates energetic blocks, preventing you from accessing your full ability in this lifetime. So then how Tachyon energy heals past life and ancestral trauma? Tachyon energy works uniquely with these patterns because it exists beyond time and space, and it works at the quantum level. It can access multiple dimensions simultaneously. When it comes to healing past life wounds and ancestral trauma, Tachyon energy doesn't simply erase karma. It neutralizes its energetic charges. So this means that rather than being stuck in repetitive cycles of suffering, we have the opportunity to transcend them. It transmutes fear into wisdom, clears distortion in the auric field, and realigns our energy into a state of coherence. So many karmic imprints and ancestral traumas linger in our auric field, subtly influencing our emotions and behaviors. Tachyon energy works through these energetic layers, dissolving distortions and restoring coherence. This allows for deeper emotional recalibration, helping us release subconscious blockages that may have been carried for lifetimes. And also, trauma is often passed down through generations, not only through emotional imprints, but also on a cellular level. Tachyon energy penetrates deeply, dissolving emotional charges stored in our DNA. By doing so, it creates new energetic templates that free us from inherited limitations and toxic family cycles. And this level of healing allows us to shift patterns that may have been influencing us for many generations, healing this entire lineage and liberating from this cycle. Since Tachyon energy moves through all layers of existence, it can bring healing across multiple incarnations at once. So this means that past life wounds, present life challenges, and even future timelines are affected simultaneously. This process is gentle yet profound. This is how a Tachyon session can impact your trajectory, inviting more synchronicities and creating more alignment in your life. One of the things I love most about Tachyon healing is how gentle it is. Unlike some healing modalities or talk therapy that forces you to relive past life trauma or bring up painful memories all at once, Tachyon works in a completely different way. It doesn't push, it doesn't force, it simply harmonizes. It holds space for the soul to realign itself effortlessly and naturally. Why is this important? Because soul fragmentation usually happens due to overwhelming pain. If healing feels just as overwhelming, the soul resists. But Tachyon energy, being directly connected to source, works with unconditional love, soothing pains, recalibrating, and nurturing. So the results? You receive deep healing that feels safe and supportive rather than intense and traumatic. Healing isn't just about clearing pain. It's also about remembering who you really are. As Tachyon energy works through your system, something incredible happens. Parts of you that have been asleep or forgotten or suppressed start to wake up. Old energetic blockages dissolve, and suddenly your true essence begins to shine through you. And you might feel a deep reconnection with your authentic self. Or you might feel a release of heavy emotions you don't even realize that you are carrying. And you might get psychic ability or intuitive gifts coming online. You might have a sense of remembering, like parts of your soul are returning home to yourself. So this can be a powerful moment of spiritual awakening. And the best part? It happens naturally. You don't have to try to heal or force anything to happen. Tachyon simply brings you back into alignment. Once those fragmented aspects return, the next phase is integration. This is where things start to feel really different in your everyday life. The old conditioning, limiting beliefs, and inherited patterns may start dissolving, and the piece of your soul that were scattered start coming back together. Your intuition deepens, and you feel more in flow with life. It's like coming out of a fog and realizing just how much of your energy was being drained by things that weren't even truly you. So once those layers clear, everything feels lighter and clearer and more aligned. So how do you know this healing is happening? Healing with Tachyon energy isn't always dramatic. It's often subtle yet profound. You might notice that old triggers no longer affect you the same way. Situations that once caused stress, a lot of stress, now feel more neutral, like the charge has been dissolved. And physical symptoms may ease as your energy realigns, and your intuition becomes sharper, and you have more clarity to make any decisions. And you start feeling more confident, feeling more you, moving through life with a deep sense of trust and ease. And relationship shifts too. You naturally attract people who align with your energy, while draining connections fall away. And the best part? Life just starts flowing. Manifestation feels natural, like you're finally in sync with the universe. The things you used to chase or struggle for, they start coming to you effortlessly, as if everything is finally clicking into place. So what does all of this really mean to you? Tachyon healing isn't just about clearing old energy or fixing what feels out of alignment. It's about returning to wholeness. It's about remembering who you are beyond the layers of conditioning, beyond the patterns you inherited, beyond the fears and limitations that were never truly yours to begin with. So this journey isn't about striving or forcing changes. It's about allowing your energy to recalibrate, allowing your soul gifts to emerge naturally in a safe way, allowing your life to flow with more ease and alignment. When you work with Tachyon energy, you're not just healing, you are stepping into a completely new way of being, who you're meant to be. And that's the real transformation. It's not just about what you release, but about what you reclaim. Your power, your clarity, and your connection to source. Your ability to create a life that reflects your true essence. If this resonates with you, if you feel called to explore this healing deeper, I invite you to experience this for yourself. And if you want to learn more about how Tachyon Chamber works, I have more videos on my channel to guide you through it. Sending you so much love, and I will see you in the next video.